Hello, this is Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and welcome to the Global Classroom. You know, one of the joys of teaching, coaching, and mentoring in this digital format is the people you meet and the lives that you can reach and impact. And you know, I've been at this game now for 3 decades, and trust me, it never gets old. I enjoy hearing from my followers, many who are seeking questions regarding wealth, success, and yes, even their careers. Well, I recently received a DM from a new reader who recently purchased one of my books and wanted to connect. He couldn't believe that Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice was written 30 years ago, and now he is just beginning to read it. Well, I simply wrote back and replied, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Furthermore, I went on to mention while I was in grad school, I read a book entitled The Achieving Society by David McClellan. McClellan taught at Harvard for more than 25 years. Well, Dr. McClellan stated that every generation features a single text that uncovers and exposes the keys to success for future generations. Well, at the time, I had read Adam Smith, Wealth of Nations, Samuel Smiles, Self-Help, Andrew Carnegie, Gospel of Wealth, George Clason, Richest Man in Babylon, and yes, even Napoleon Hill. Ironically, the young man, my new follower, had never heard of Napoleon Hill. Well, it was at this point that I began to expose my new follower to Hill's writing and his impact. I said to my young follower that you may not have read Napoleon Hill, but you're probably familiar with his writings. And then I began to open it up. I asked him, have you ever heard the quote, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve? He said, yes. I said, well, that was Napoleon Hill in the 1920s. What about the law of attraction? He said, yes, Dr. Kimbro, I heard of the law of attraction. Well, that was Napoleon Hill back in 1919. He introduced the law of attraction. What about the concept of paying yourself first? He said, yes. I said again, that was Napoleon Hill in 1937. Hill went on to write, it's not important what you do for your paycheck, but it's infinitely more important what you do with your paycheck. Yes, Napoleon Hill's writings date back to the 1920s and 1930s, but they're infinitely just as important and relevant today. He closed out his message by sharing that he's an aspiring entrepreneur, but he wasn't quite sure of what business or opportunity he was going to pursue. Well, it was at this point that I attempted to place his mind at ease and simplify the process for him. I shared that his timing couldn't be better because the future is for sale and every dollar is up for grabs. Every single day you buy the future by how you think and what you say and what you read and what you believe today. The future is purchased in the present, and you are your own currency. If you do your part, young man, I guarantee you the universe will certainly do its part. Number 1, no matter what's going on around you, global pandemic, racial injustice, uncertain economy, or even a stagnant business or career, it's what's going on inside of you that only matters. Each day you got a choice as to how you will embrace this day. Number 2, you cannot pursue million-dollar dreams with a minimum wage mindset. Understand that soul intelligence is better than artificial intelligence. You gotta unlearn, learn, and relearn. Let go of that old mindset. Read, study, grow, and develop. Fuel your mind. What books are you reading? What webinar, seminar, workshop, conferences is on your calendar? What are you going to do today to create the future? And then number 3, start connecting. Business is a team sport. Improve your soft skills. Polish your executive presence. Soft skills are caught, not taught. Check out the intangible skills of those people who you respect and admire, and then adopt those traits. Case in point, on my personal most admired list, no one stands higher than the former mayor of Atlanta, Georgia, Maynard Jackson. And what did he tell me? He said, Dennis, when you look the part, act the part, walk the part, talk the part, think the part, guess what? You gift the part. And so if he were here today, what would Maynard Jackson tell me? He would say, unplug the cell phone and look into the eyes of another. There is nothing soft regarding these soft skills. If you don't master these simple soft skills, life will be hard on you. And remember, Business Communication 101 states the most important question you can ask another is, how is your day going? Well, that's it for today. And remember, this is Dr. Kimbro in the global classroom. And never forget, the wealth choice is arguably your best choice. God bless.